Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother in Al-Islam and your brother in humanity, Brother Charles Shabazz. So last night, I did a segment to Muslim parents on stop forcing, children who want to get married to judge their spouse by skin color, nationality, ethnicity, and what have you. So now this is my message directly to children who are ready for marriage or inshallah going to be ready for marriage and what rights you have under Sharia in relationship to your parents regards to this situation that I discussed last night. So we know that as a general default rule, it does not matter how old you are. If your parents are still living, you are still obligated to honor them, obey them, and respect them. And you obey them as long as they are commanding you to do things that are halal, that are within the boundaries of Islam. Okay? Now, if your parents advise you otherwise, to do things that are haram or is un-Islamic, you are not obligated to obey them. In fact, it's an obligation for you not to obey them. But you do so in a very respectful manner. And you say, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, but I cannot do this. You don't raise your voice. You don't scream, or sometimes, I know sometimes it's hard to do, but it's even a sin when your parents ask you to do something to even say, you know, that's even a sin to do that. But but when if your parents ask you to do things that are not Islamic, you do have a right, in fact, an obligation, not to follow them. And in regards to what your parents advise that you do, if if there's someone who you want to be with or to marry, study your parents as to what it is they're judging your potential spouse by. If your parents are advising you to not marry this person because of their character, they probably knew this person, and he's or she's now what is cracked up to be, then you should take strong consideration on those advices from them, because obviously your mom and dad might know more about them than you do. So of course, ultimately, whoever you decide to marry is up to you, but take strong consideration of it. Now, if you marry a fellow Muslim and has proven to be a good Muslim, and they happen to be of a different ethnicity, nationality, or skin color, and your parents simply tell you to not marry them because they're from a different background, under Islamic law, you have 100% right to disobey them, but you do so in a respectful manner. Say, I'm sorry, mom and dad. First of all, I cannot go along with your program because number one, what you're advising me to do is haram. You're advising me not to marry this sister because she's not from our ethnicity, not from our culture. This is haram. I would not. I would not. I would not accept this. And or the girl. Same thing with the girl, the daughter. She has a right to say no to her parents. No, I'm gonna. She should have the right to say no. I'm gonna marry this brother because he's proven to be a great Muslim. He's proven to be even a far better Muslim than the ones you want me to marry in our community. You have a right to do that. So if your parents are going to advise you to do something, make sure they're advising you, their advice is 100% Islamic. And if it's not, you're not obligated to follow them. And that's just a quick message. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to everyone else.